Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this video. And so it's time that we discuss the Carolina Panthers and a couple of their injuries in which we saw last night in their victory over the Houston Texans. And so obviously anyone who's been watching football over the last couple of years, they know how important Christian McCaffrey is to that offense. I mean, you saw when he left the game last night, if you watched the game, that when he left the offense, not just the offense, but the defense as well, it took a minute to really rebound before they came out in the second half with some more energy. But man, losing Christian McCaffrey to any capacity is very huge for this team right now, especially with them being 2-1 right now, feeling really good about themselves as a unit. Defense is looking pretty good. And then to have something like that happen. So in the terms of Christian McCaffrey, they're saying that he may miss time with a hamstring injury. He was in the tent last night for a lot longer than you probably would have imagined if it was something smaller. And just given Christian McCaffrey's history, you're definitely hoping that he's okay. But, it's possible that he could be missing some time with his hamstring. Again, we're going to be waiting to see what those official time frames are going to look like. And, of course, I will keep you guys in the loop in terms of what I hear about that. But as of right now, according to Ian Rappaport, that's the case for Christian McCaffrey. So that's something that we'll continue to monitor. Then again, of course, with Carolina having played Thursday, they have the rest of the weekend as well as all into next week as well. Now, what we do know is first-round pick cornerback Jaycee Horn. Now, his injury, while I was streaming the game last night, I was like, yeah, this looked like something that he can't even put pressure on. And now we know why, because Jaycee Horn has broke multiple bones in his foot. So the early diagnosis was that, this is going to be something that's going to require, surgery and stuff, but that it's not going to be season ending. Is that the early diagnosis? Now, of course, with injuries like these, you have to continue to monitor because things can certainly change. And we'll see what they say, after giving a little bit more time to evaluate and see exactly, what the time frame, a more accurate time frame. But, one thing that I can tell you is that he's definitely won't be suiting up anytime soon for the Carolina Panthers. That much we do know back there, But I feel like Carolina's got enough depth in that secondary to where, especially when the Boyer comes back, to where they could, if they don't have any more injuries in the secondary, do okay in his absence. But obviously, these are big time right here. And I mean, the Carolina Panther players were going down left and right last night. I mean, DJ Moore, he had a massive night, but even he was banged up. But then he got on the bike and came back. So that's good news for Carolina. And that offensive line, last night, the way that they did not protect that well for Sam Darnold, my goodness, it can only make you wonder, especially without the threat of having Christian McCaffrey to make it an 8-man box. It's going to be a lot on Sam Darnold's shoulder. And we saw what things looked like in New York when things got that bad. So we're going to have to see the type of growth that he's had between even this year and last year with the Jets. If Carolina's going to continue to ride this out for however long we're looking at for Christian McCaffrey. Again, no official time frame. It just says that he may miss some time. With that. So May could possibly be anywhere, maybe a game, maybe 2 games. It could be 3 to 6 weeks. We don't know that yet. But one thing for sure is that when I do find out, I'll let you guys know something for sure, guys. But definitely let me know your thoughts on, all that happened last night. What did you see in the game? Or if you watched the highlights and stuff or just the final stats, what did you see in that Carolina-Houston game? And what's going on with all these injuries to the Carolina Panthers? Is this something that they can overcome if Christian McCaffrey does miss, say, about 3 to 6 weeks or something like that? Let me know your thoughts for sure, guys. But with that being said, appreciate you guys so much for coming through. Make sure to press the thumbs up button and to also subscribe to the channel. If you're someone that's not subscribed, I'm telling you, I produce a lot of sports content, and I really appreciate all the support, each and every one of my subscribers. You guys mean a lot to me, so I really appreciate you guys so much, guys. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys next time.